Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the 12 Days of Minecraft Christmas. So as you can see behind me, we did this lovely post office in the last episode, which I really love. And then over there we've got the village, the houses that I've done for everybody. So today we are going to be doing an elf workshop. So if I just fly down here, this is the space that I want it in, and I am going to be using Litematica, and I will go through it, what it is, so that you don't fret if you've never seen it before, and that you know that I'm not cheating. So I used this massive tree which is at my house. I built this in creative and I Litematica'd that over. So anyway, here is my block palette for what we are going to be building. So it's an elf workshop, so basically a toy factory. If you like. I wanted to go with like Christmassy colours, so red, blues and whites. I was going to do like a candy cane roof, but you'll see how that went anyway. We also decided to put spruce in there. Also, B-dubs, look away. Not that B-dubs would ever be watching or anything, it's just wishful thinking if you like. So I decided to place out what I was building in creative, and you can see I'm doing it really fast because I'm in creative. That's basically why I chose to do Litematica for this episode, because the last episode the build was not as big and it took too long, and I have a full-time job now, so I literally don't have the time, but I still want to make sure that I have all these Christmas videos ready for you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't been uploading for a very long time because I've been working on these Christmas videos to get them out for you for Christmas. But basically, let me quickly go over what Litematica is. It's basically you build it in creative, you take a blueprint of it, and then you put it into survival. But it's not cheating. Some people would think that's cheating. It's not cheating because you still have to have all the materials and you still have to go and get them and grind them and put them in the right place. And it does still take bloody ages. So anyway, as you can see at this point, this second circle was off. It wasn't even. But don't worry about that because the vines were growing. So I put these little buttons on top of the vines. That's a trick from B-dubs. If you haven't watched him, you should. He's epic. Anyway, yeah. It doesn't matter that it's uneven because on the back we're going to have a fireplace chimney. So it's not going to look like it's uneven. So yeah. Then I decided to do these archways, and I couldn't decide whether to go with the slab or the trapdoor. But the trapdoor makes it look more like an archway. So we opted for those, and then we put in some orange glass. And yeah, I was really proud of this. I was not looking from any Pinterest photos or stuff like that. So this is entirely my build, and I'm proud to say that. So yeah, on the top of the roof, I tried to do like a red and white candy cane swirl, but I didn't know how to swirl the roof. So I ended up just destroying that, scrapping that, and we went for something else instead. I went for red and white stripes. Very simple, but the same colours all the less. So yeah, it took bloody ages, and then I had a bit of a panic because lightning was happening, and if you know me and lightning, it set my house on fire a few times, and I've quit Minecraft because of it. So yeah, we quickly put those lightning rods down. Then I realised there was an issue with the roof. I'd done it off, all one block off, but it was an easy fix, to be fair. It was just the corner blocks which I needed to get rid of and just neaten up. So we fixed those, all while the lightning was still happening. We worked in horrible conditions. So yeah, this is me taking a blueprint. So basically your stick is your wand, and you have this Litematica menu where you can save the blueprint. So don't get weirded out, it's just a Minecraft mod. You just save the blueprint. It's just saving it so you can put it elsewhere, basically. And I couldn't bloody spell the word village, so yeah, I saved it as elf workshop, so if I ever wanted to use it again in the future, in a year's time, I absolutely could. So then I went onto the server. I'm on the server now. I'm on the Litematica menu. Don't worry, it looks like a lot of words, but don't worry, I know how to use it. That's all you need to know. So yeah, I put the blueprint into the server, and as you can see, I'm using the stick to move it. I had to rotate it because it was the wrong way around, and then you just place it where you want, basically. But I wanted to place it here, but I hadn't terraformed, so I had to get rid of all this dirt and terraforming around the build. So I basically just went all the way around the build and then dug it out. It was a lot of digging, to be fair. I didn't realise how much space I actually needed for this build, but it was a pretty big build, and I didn't count for that, basically. So one of the cool things is you can turn off the placement. So I turned it off and it just vanishes because you haven't actually built it. It's just a ghost print. It's not really there. So I neatened up the cliff, and I decided that I wasn't going to do it as a gradual hill. Look, there's the space that I needed. So that's what we've dug out. It fits perfectly for the build, but when you place it back on, it slots perfectly in there, and it's not going to interfere with the hill or poke out of the hill. But yeah, rather than actually making terraforming it like a hill, I decided to do it like a cliff, because Lazy on the server, she had this lovely design that she did in my panda area, which I copied over to my second panda area. Here, you can see, it's like a cliff. You see, little stone cliff. It doesn't need to be a gradual hill. It can be terraformed very differently. And I'm very bad at terraforming, so thank you, Lazy, for that idea. But I'm not going to do that now. I am going to do that sometime in the future. So now it was time to get all of the materials for the house. I could kind of remember what I needed because I had just built it in creative. But I needed a lot of mangrove. I needed a lot of, mud and jungle wood. Sort of like biscuit colours, because that's kind of what was there. And then we went over to Connor's chest room because I remember he showed me where he keeps his mangrove. So you bet your butt I was nicking that for today. Sorry, Connor, I will put some diamonds in that chest later. You'll see in the video, I promise. So yeah, I was just basically material gathering at this point. And yeah, it was time to get ready. I'll show you how the Litematica works. So this is the full blueprint on. I only wanted one layer at a time so that I could work on it one layer at a time. It's a lot easier. So as you can see, there's just one layer there. And what you can do is you can manually place it, or you can automatically place it. But I needed to go to the shop because I needed to get some concrete, which the lovely, that tree was very suspicious. The lovely Carly has just built her concrete shop, so, and it's cheap as chips in here, so you bet your butt I was getting that. I wasn't going to make it myself. I can't be bothered making it. It adds extra time, do you know what I mean? Carly, it's your payday. I also went to the wood shop because I am sick of gathering wood, and I either steal it off Connor or I actually buy it from his shop, so this time you'll see me buying it. You didn't have any price for your warped wood, so I left an extra diamond in there as change, just in case it was more expensive, because you have to get it from the nether. Also, the mod where you axe the bottom block and it destroys the whole tree, that mod doesn't work on that tree for some reason in the nether. I don't know. Anyway, here's me manually placing the blocks. So you can manually place them in the right place, or you can turn on printing mode, which does this. It will automatically place the blocks, but if you can see from my inventory, they are disappearing. So I just run around like this, and it lets me place them all in the correct place. Sometimes it's a bit wrong though. But I was eating a bloody biscuit, and then these bloody zombies were attacking me, and I was like, I could see them attacking me and killing me, but I was trying to eat my biscuit at the same time, and biscuit was priority. Anyway, I did end up killing them. Back to the build. So yeah, we place them. Sometimes it just place them wrong, but you just have to fix it. It will highlight red if it's in the wrong place. As you can see, there's like a blue outline. That means that it needs to be placed there. I had to manually place the floor because I accidentally didn't take the blueprint of the floor. But that's fine, it wasn't a big deal. If it's got a red outline, it means a block is in the wrong place, and if it's an orange outline, it means that the block is right, but it's wrong. Now, what do I mean by that? It might be like a glowberry without the glowing berries on it, so the block is right, it is a glowberry, but it's not got the glowberries glowing on it, so it's wrong. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm doing a lot of talking, my voice hurts. So, right, so now we add one more layer. So we've done one layer, and then you just add the next layer, and then you just continue again. And that's basically how Litematica works. I wanted to do this on this video because I wanted to do this build, but I also don't have the time for it. So I just really don't have time, so... And that's not an excuse. I mean, come on, man, I work shifts. It sucks. I don't know my rota next week, so... I'm not having a good time. Anyway, I needed to go to the shop. I left my bloody wings at home. And then I had to walk there. I saw this beautiful shop. I was like, oh, whose is this? I've not seen this before. But they wouldn't let me in. There was a sign to not be in. So I cheated the system and I used my free cam. So whoever's shop this is, thank you. Don't mind me. I didn't technically go in your shop. I just had a little nosy. Okay? It was very lovely. Thank you. Goodbye. Look at this little snowman that Connor's done. It's amazing. And when you have the texture pack on, the golems look like elves. Those presents and the massive Christmas tree, which I missed decorating. I didn't get to decorate the Christmas tree, but because I wasn't there to decorate it, Kim put my head on the top of the Christmas tree. Look at me, I'm there. I look fabulous. I am a bauble. So I needed to go back to the concrete shop because I needed one more, half a stack. So Carly had she payday again today. And then we just finished off putting the Litematica like blocks in the right place, and I basically just went around and I did this, and I can't believe how many times I bloody slept, because I swear that the day tick is on quicker than the night tick, and it's always bloody nighttime, and I'm always bloody fighting zombies. It's bloody annoying at this point. You'll see me like sleeping 20 million times. The amount of times I cut out the video where I'm sleeping as well. But look at this sunset, isn't that beautiful? That's why I'm frozen. Anyway, so I needed some leaves, and I remembered Millie has a leaf shop, so I flew over to her shop and realised she doesn't even stock it. So, Millie, stock your shop. So I needed some azalea leaves, so I just did a random teleport into the middle of nowhere and just grew a tree and then shaved it basically. And then I realised this is where you get rooted dirt. Millie showed me rooted dirt, but I didn't actually know how to get it, so now I've discovered something new on Minecraft for me. Not that I think I would ever use it, but anyway, I got all the azalea leaves that I needed, and then I just went around and placed them. It's like, you know, the bunting, or whatever you call it, you know, the tinsel but leaves. What do you call that? Tinsel but leaves, and then you hang it outside your house. Do you know what I mean? I mean, come on, everybody uses it at Christmas. Litematica can also be really annoying because I had to put up with this for the entire build, and I didn't know how to stop it. It was very irritating. Anyway, now we were onto the roof section. So I went sleeping peacefully in my bed for the 1 millionth sudden time and got woken up by a bloody zombie. Luckily, the day did turn. So yeah, now I was just putting up the next layer, and we were working on the... That you see, they went orange because it was a fence post, but it wasn't attached to the glass yet. So that's why it went orange. Anyway, that was a good example. I don't even know what I was talking about just then. So yeah, these are nice icicle ideas, a diorite wall and an end rod. So sometimes you look really funny doing Litematica, but I couldn't look at myself to show you. But if I saw Connor using Litematica, or anybody else on the server using it, their head like bounces really funny. It's almost like the character is glitching. I kind of wish it would show you, but oh my god, look at the bats that transferred over when I took a blueprint. They transfer over with the build. Okay, so I took my sorry not so sorry but over to Connor's chest room, and I did pay him this time. I told you, Connor, that I would pay you the next time later in the video. It's later in the video. Look, I paid your shop price. How very fair of me. Anyway, I needed a lot of mangrove because of the roof. You had to make a lot of stairs. What is with all these skeletons with enchanted bows nowadays? Do you know what I mean? Get gone, man. Also, another bat transferred, which I thought was hilarious, and I was laughing to myself in this moment. I always find this mod really satisfying when you just let it place the blocks and it makes a little noise and you just follow it like that. It's just so satisfying to me. Anyway, I kept falling off and having to fly up to land myself, but then I would mistake a real block for a blueprint block and I would fall through it just like that, and then I would have to fly up and out again because I was trying to work on the pointed roof, so every time I fell into the building I would have to try and get up and out. Anyway, first world problems, do you know what I mean? But I just finished off the roof. As you can see, we gathered a lot more snow because I wanted to get the snow for the path, and also there's a bit of snow on the roof. And then Connor took me over to the Christmas area, which looked amazing.
You still think or fuck's house? That's got to be Millie. Oh, I like that head, the gingerbread one.
So yeah, this is Millie's little elf slave, if you like. I'm not going to say the name of it. You heard Connor say it. I don't need to repeat it. But Millie, I love you, kid. So yeah, this is the little house that she did. It looks amazing. And then I don't know why I got so jump scared by this creeper. When Connor said creeper, I absolutely jumped on my skin. It's not like they do any damage or anything. So anyway, I got onto making the chimney, and then there was only the top blocks to place and also the glowberries. They were the last things that I needed to place, so I flew up there. It automatically placed them for me. I kind of wanted it to be a special moment, but because it automatically did it, it wasn't that special, but it's fine. So yeah, the build is complete. I'm really happy with this. This is something I am quite proud of, to be fair. It's not something I would ever really build realistically in Minecraft, so it's very far from what I would usually build. So I wanted to do a little billboard, if you like, on this roof, because it was looking a bit plain over here because the other roof had the little window. So I opted for this sort of style. It does change slightly in a minute, but I thought the shells were really good for the billboard, and I did some head searching and I spelled out some words. Look, we got here Merry Christmas, and then I do put the word everybody on the bottom, everyone, but I didn't film that bit. But I spaced it out perfectly so they're all nice and even, and even though you can't really see it from the bottom, like when you stood down here, you can't really read the writing. If you just do a little zoom, it's like a little Easter egg or something, do you know what I mean? But it just adds something to that roof, because that roof was very plain. But as you can see, I've changed it now, so I've put a little lantern on there, and I've used the diorite wall sort of like to prop it up. And then here we have the hanging out sign. So I kept talking about doing that on my other builds, but I actually did it on this one finally. I need to fill that gap in. I kind of forgot. I didn't realise they were there. But here is going to be like an elf, like taking orders. This is a workshop. In here we're going to have a reception area or something, I don't know. Here I plan to have like another little workstation workshop, and then in here is going to be like the staff chill out room, like you're on your break or whatever. And then upstairs we are going to have the elf bedroom where they get to rest. So let's just clean that up. And then here it is. I just love it. I had to keep like zooming out and flying away, and I wasn't sure if it was going to fit in next to the post office. And this is what it looks like from that perspective, but it really did. Anyway, I was lagging so bad that I decided to hit my dog out of impulse, and then suddenly it just... Look how much I lagged. I was lagging horrifically bad. My ping got to like 1,000 something, which you'll see, but then it got to like 5,000, which I didn't film because I kept getting kicked from the bloody server because I was just trying to put a bloody elf head on the armor stand. Anyway, we did find an elf head. I found quite a few, to be fair, so you'll see me flicking between which ones I actually want. I didn't know whether to go for a zombie or not, but we did opt for the elf head there that you just saw, and I threw the other ones into the void. We gave him some clothes. I decided to give him red and green, which felt very elfish, Christmas elfish. But anyway, he takes your orders for the toys, so that's why it's like a little window there. We have this little armor stand plug-in where you can literally like turn off the bottom of the armor stand. You can make it do poses, you can make it do gravity. I thought this joyous pose would be lovely, and then it was bloody doing a starfish in the air, a star jumping jack, whatever you want to call it. So I decided to just sit him down. I was trying to put this teddy in his hand, but because it was a head block, it kept placing, and it would only go on his head, so I gave him a cookie instead. It was kind of annoying. I would really like him to be holding a present or a toy, but a cookie will do, I suppose. And then I decided to link up the path. Usually this is the last thing that I do, but I wanted to do the interior where I could actually talk to you guys. So I did the path while I could. I also just filled in all the stone floor around the back of the building so that it was grass instead. Not that you'd really notice, but I noticed, so I wanted it gone. But yeah, I wanted to do the interior where I was talking to you guys because I like that style of video more, but I wasn't able to during this section because it was nighttime and everybody was sleeping. So I was just doing the path by myself, and then thought I'll do a little voiceover for you. So I've done a lot of talking in this video, a lot of voiceover. So thank you guys if you've stuck around. Honestly, my voice is bragging. it hurts. Like I keep having to swallow, like to to make my voice better. But yeah, I know the voiceover videos might not be everybody's favorite, but it's the only thing I could do during this time. And I've never made like a 12 days of Christmas sort of like videos on my channel. Like I do all sorts of games on my channel, but I've been really into Minecraft recently, so I thought it was very fitting for it to be Minecraft videos. Anyway, the dreaded banners. So I had to do banners again, which I needed brown and white, so I just stole some letters that I already had so I can just duplicate those. And then I went over to the dye shop. I didn't forget about the dye shop this time. Are you proud of me? I actually remembered that it was there. So I went over to Shannon's dye shop. I bought loads of her dye. I did put her payment in the correct chest in the end. I went over to my copper shop and realised somebody had bought all my copper. I don't know who did it, but oh my god, 44 diamonds. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Okay, so after I painstakingly made all those banners, I put the banners back in their correct places, and I also spelled out Elf Workshop on this sign. So I was really glad that I did this stick out sign that I've been talking about for like all of the past episodes, rather than just slapping it on the front, like actually a sign that sticks out. Oh my god, my voice hurts so bad, like I'm hanging on a thread, like trying to talk to you guys. Anyway, I put the Christmas mod on, because the Christmas texture pack, because I remembered that in the last episode I said to you guys I completely forgot to do it. So we are doing it now. So this is what the post office looks like with that on. I really like the flowers with this texture pack, and I love that it makes everywhere snow. It really is Christmassy. But also look at the cookie, it turned into a gingerbread man, which was so Christmassy. And I love the little wreath on the door there. But I went in and I saw that the Christmas tree had lights on it, so I did a little happy dance because it made my Christmas tree 10 times better. If you don't know, I suck at Christmas trees. Not just Christmas trees, trees in general. And it made the chests little presents as well. And then on the inside of the elf workshop, it didn't really do anything because I hadn't built anything in there. But from the outside of the windows, you could see that there was a lot of snow. So yeah, this is what it looked like, and I was really happy with this at this point. Very proud of myself. Anyway, I was making sure nobody was looking because I was up to something. What was I up to, you might ask? I don't know, just watch the bloody video and you'll find out. But this little emerald, that I had a little sign on there claiming that it was mine. Because I didn't want anyone to find this area and go, ooh, emerald, and take it. No, I wanted that to stay there because it looked nice, okay? It looked pretty against the snow. So we had an evil snowman. Take this emerald and I'll eat you for breakfast. So yeah, that's a little Easter egg in my little village. Just pretend you never saw me doing this, and then if you happen to stumble across it, it's a lovely Easter egg. So I also went to the actual Christmas warp on the server. And this is Carly's snow globe. She did such a good job. I realised that the snow golem might walk inside, so I quickly shut the door. But she'd done a little house in the little snow globe, and it is absolutely amazing. SJ on the server, she also did a snow globe, which also looks amazing. And then I saw a baby zombie coming up to me. Look how I dodged that arrow so good. Look at that. You'll see a replay in a minute. Absolutely beautiful dodge. Look at that, hit the baby zombie, it knocked me back and I missed the arrow. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, yeah, here's the inside of SJ's lovely house. So yeah, it was really, really nice. Anyway, I just can't get over that arrow dodge. It was amazing. But yeah, this is Coco's area in the Christmas village, which looks so lovely. She's done a whole new house, and now I realised who bought all my copper. It was Coco. As you can see, she's built this from all the copper that was bought from my shop. But you might be wondering why I didn't build in the Christmas village. It was because I had the idea at the same time as the Christmas village was happening to do my own Christmas village. So I kind of missed out on that. But I did build a little hot chocolate stand in the area, so my mark is still there. Okay guys, so I am here. It is me. I'm not a voiceover this time. But inside the workshop, we are going to just do the interior. So I don't know what I want this room to be. I don't know whether it's going to be like a little reception, like a clock-in sort of system, because obviously this is where the elves work in this little village. This is going to be one of the workshop rooms, so we're going to have like a conveyor belt with the toys on and stuff like that. Then here we have the elf that is taking orders. So he's taking orders from the public, like, oh, what toys do you want? Okay, we'll make that. So I'll give him like a little desk or something there. So then on the upstairs, the plan is to do another workshop here, but more like workstations. So not the conveyor belt type, but like a little workstation, you know, like with the hammer, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. And then this room is my favourite room that I've ever built on the inside. I don't know why. It's not my favourite on the outside, but on the inside, I just love it. I think it's the windows on each wall, and then like the corner fireplace. I've never done something like this where it's like a corner. Can you guys see? Because I can't see a damn thing. I think it's literally because my curtain is open and the sun is on my laptop screen. But yeah, if you can't see, I'm holding the lantern now. So yeah, this is my favourite room I've ever done on the inside. But this is going to be like an elf chill out area. So they've done the work. They're on the break. They can sit by the fire, drink hot chocolate, watch TV. I don't know, what do elves do in their spare time? And then upstairs we are going to have the elf bedroom. So this is where they'll sleep because, I mean, they travel from the North Pole. So they travel here to my little village, only a few of them, and they work like a few days at a time. So they need a place to sleep. So this is going to be like their sleeping quarters, and then this wall. I couldn't change it because it would affect that room, so we kept it all of this style, and we're gonna have that as like maybe the shift pattern. Who's on shift? I don't know. Elf number 3. But yeah, let's get started. I really like the interior of this, so I hope that I don't mess it up. I don't really have any particular plan on how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Let's get cracking then. Alright, the base is a bit less laggy today. I don't know what it is, like, when I'm in my house in this section, it's so laggy. I think there's so many entities. But if I close down Minecraft and restart Minecraft, it's not laggy anymore. So it can't be the entities. I really have absolutely no idea why it does it. Anyway, I was coming here for this stuff because I think these would be really good for the conveyor belt. And I also saw a picture where it's like these, but the pressure plates on the conveyor belt. So we're going to do that design. Anyway, I hope you're happy to see me and not a voiceover. I don't know how you guys feel about the voiceovers because these are all like pre-recorded. So I didn't really get any of your feedback before I got to... Oh! That's a spoiler. Okay, these are all spoilers for the next episode. Don't look. Okay, you're safe. You can't see it now. I completely forgot what I was even saying. Yeah, I didn't get any of your feedback for if you guys like the voiceover style and the speed build, because I'm doing them all at, like, pre-recorded. So I have no idea what you guys think. And personally, I think personally I prefer the, like now where I'm talking to you and building at the same time, rather than like doing a speed build and then talking to you on top. I mean, you guys are the viewers, so it matters what you guys prefer. But this is what I prefer more. This is sort of like the conveyor belt that I was thinking about. I wonder if I could put a stair this way. Does that look... No, that looks fine. So yeah, I actually really prefer it like this. I feel like it's more like of a Minecraft video rather than almost like a sim speed build. Do you know what I mean? It's not even because... Oh, do I have to do another set of stairs there? I think I would have to do another set of stairs there. Unless I get rid of them. Like that. Then it's even. Okay, lovely. We'll do like a little machine with an on-off button. And then we'll just maybe, I don't know, put these... I can't bloody see. This bloody sun is in my screen. 1 second. Alright, I'm in complete darkness in my bedroom now. So that's a lot better. I did accidentally place that there. I just remembered. We need to do a lighting situation as well. So this is sort of what I mean by a conveyor belt. I might do like a little hole. So to make it look like it's actually coming from somewhere, not just a bloody wall. Do you know what I mean? So we might have to actually get rid of that. Do some type of illusion or something. I'm not sure. I'm literally winging this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so I need these. So I'm going to have to steal them from my shop, which is very sad. Nobody even buys from here anyway. Let's go back. Close your eyes, everybody. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Ow, get out the bush. So this is sort of... Oh, wait, we need lighting in here. I was thinking just like a regular chain. I think that's going to wax. Yeah, that should go to blue. Oh, do I want it blue? Yeah. Yeah, alright, we'll go blue. So then over here... Show that there for a minute. We'll have like a little... Whoop, whoop. A little button thingy majiggy. Now can I put... Okay, the picture lies because there is a switch on this section here. There's also a button, a red button, but I thought of putting an item frame there. Okay, that's a very tiny red button. I wonder, there's no way you can place like a switch on a block because as soon as you destroy the block it goes, right? Yeah, okay. Well, that's a bit of a shame. We could turn these around then maybe. So like they're controlled from the other side and then have the switch. Not there, you plonker. There. There we go. So it's like controlling it. Okay. And then I'll put like presents on here. So let's search for a present. I don't know. I think I'll put toys on there because maybe they haven't been wrapped yet because they've not been to the wrapping area. But let's just say for argument's sake we'll get that nice little present there. Very nice, very cute. There you go. It's on the conveyor belt. Okay, I'll do the other stuff and I'll get back to you when I've done a bit more in here. Alright, so this is what for. There's like the little conveyor station with a Furby on it. Oh my god, does anybody remember Furbies? It was like my childhood. Right, so that's where you like boop boop boop, press the buttons, conveyor starts, presents start coming, and then they come down here and you can put them in this little trolley, quote unquote. I couldn't put anything in these two spaces because it wouldn't let me put the trap door there because of the shelves. I need to do something in this space, but here we have like two little workstations. You got to pick up the axe. Look at this! Little toys. Maybe like little dolls or something for people in Minecraft. That's a broken snow globe, so one of the elves is trying to fix this one. Oh, I forgot to get a flower for that. Yeah, I just put a painting on the wall. I'm going to try and make copper pickaxes and axes to put in here, so it's like you walk into work and you get your tool and then you work away. So yeah, that's what we're up to so far with this room. Okay, so I think this room is pretty much done. I just made a few more changes, like presents on the floor. We got a little how-to books, how to make a certain toy or something. We got the little chief elf who can sit here and put the data into the computer because we do have modern technology now. And then here we just have like a little desk behind this little elf. I was going to strip that and I forgot. There we go. So yeah, I kind of think I like it. It looks pretty simple, but also like great for the space that we've got. So now I'm going to move on to this room, which I'm kind of dreading because I don't really know what to do. Alright, so I didn't make this room because it was very simple. Just decided to put a very simple reception desk. Maybe this is where you clock in and write your name, and then, you know, you get to work. So it's just, I kind of wanted to put like a little seating area, but to be honest, there wasn't not a lot of room, you know, to make like a cute seating area. So I ended up putting some shelves instead. And I did have the very sad realization that elves in their workplace would have a Christmas tree. So that means I'm going to have to build another dang tree. I can't build trees to save my life. I don't know what it is. I just really can't do it. Anyway, that's a problem for that room. This is going to be the second workshop. So, like I said, it's not going to have the conveyor belt. It's going to be more desks like this. And, yeah. Let's get to that. Okay, so this is what I've done for the desks. I do wonder if it's a bit cramped, but I actually kind of like it being a bit cramped. Because we will have one, like, little elf over here. This is a double table, so one can sit here and one can sit there. And then this will be, like, another one where one can sit there. But it also doesn't put anything on this wall because when you walk up the stairs then you got space to go this way. So I think, yeah, even though it's cramped, I like it cramped. I don't like big spaces, to be honest. The great thing about this room is we don't have to light it up because there's frog lights everywhere. Okay, so we perfectly had 3 of these stone cutters, but I did see it where it was like, put the stone cutter on, and that's how the elf, like, does things. Yeah, very descriptive of me. I know, I'm the best. But yeah, like a little, literally a workshop. Now I wanted to do a like campfire sort of seat situation. Do I have any sticks? I don't have any sticks. Okay, let me get some sticks. I need sticks. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So if we make a quick campfire, I'm trying to do this quick so that I don't have to cut a lot out of the video. Yeah, we'll get that coal in a minute. So, oh, get the shovel. Thank God fire spread is not on. I don't know if that would even fire spread, to be honest, because it's a campfire. But you see, a little chair like that. I mean, it might hurt their back in the long run, but it's not my problem. Okay, this room was pretty easy. Like, it's nothing much to it. It's like where the elves just do some cutting or whatever. I think, like, just to fill the space, I might try and put, like, a vase. What is it? You know, the big flower pot. And then I'm going to move on to this room. So, I did already make the campfire, but I've bloody put it in one of them chests, haven't I? Yeah, we'll get a campfire on. I'll basically do, like, couches. I'm going to have to do a bloody Christmas tree, so... You would think elves would be good at Christmas trees, but not these elves. These elves are going to be bad at the Christmas tree. I'm very sorry about it in advance, okay? Okay, I seriously have no idea what I'm doing with this stupid tree. It's going to look horrific. The trees I always do look pathetic. Oh my god. Wish me luck. Right, look at that beauty. Just kidding. That's the best you're going to get from me, okay? I know it's fat. Listen. Listen. I don't make a living off making Minecraft Christmas trees, okay? Accept the beauty that it is. Okay, I thought we could decorate the beautiful tree together with some baubles. It's not going to have a star on the tree because it touches the ceiling. We bought a big one by mistake, okay? You know when you go buy a real tree and it's like... You didn't do the measurements. Yeah. Lovely. It'll look better with the texture pack on, don't worry. Okay, so now I just need to put some, like, decorations around. So, one of my favourite decorations is sea pickles. I don't know why, I just think they look like little cups or something. I also saw this really cute design for a coffee machine. But I thought we could do it like hot chocolate. Just pretend it's hot chocolate or something. The elves can get a little drink, you know what I mean? I am going to put a carpet here and make it a bit more cozy as well. And we've also got the big pots. This is what I was on about here. And we'll put some flower pots and other decorations. I wish there was like Christmas lights. That would be amazing. Okay, so I've done this. Got the Christmas tree with the presents under it like a Secret Santa. We got the little hot chocolate station. Get your cups, make a hot chocolate. You can sit by the fire if you want to, or if you just want to relax and chill over here, you can. It's more like just a little staff room sort of for the elves, where they don't have to like bother about anything. I was thinking, like, should I close this up? Because imagine you're working here, right, and you just see you're eyeing your elf friend and he's on break sipping his hot chocolate. You're a bit naffed off, aren't you? Or what if I did this? So it's literally like just a little barrier. Yeah, I like it. Right, next up we have the bedroom upstairs. So I'm just gonna get cracking with that and show you what it's like after. And that concludes the final bedroom, final room in the entire build, which is the upstairs attic loft bedroom. So we got some little computer desks. We got the staff rota. So our little elves in this week we have... My mic fell. I'm okay. We've got Phil and Martin, Tina, and we've got Lucy. But as you can see, there are 6 beds, so I don't know, maybe they rotate their staff from the North Pole. And they can play like little games here before they chill and go to bed, because that's what I do. I play on my laptop before bed. So yeah, let's do a proper tour. Okay, so I can't show you what's behind me, but this is ultimately the build. It looks amazing in my opinion. I'm very proud of this one. I'm very proud that I managed to do this by myself. I didn't copy anything. I didn't have Pinterest photo. Without looking that way, we got the elf workshop sign. And it looks amazing. I really, really like this build so much. And even though you can't see the back of the build very well, there is a chimney. So yeah, I have not done any terraforming. That's for another video, hopefully. But let's go inside and take a peek. So we've done all the path on the outside as well. My inventory's a mess, so I need to, sort that out. But we have the little audio toys here. Don't look that way. I was thinking of putting more elves in here, but I really don't have enough armor stands to do it. So maybe I'll do that on one of the episodes where I don't have too much to do. So we have the little reception area where you clock in. We got the toy making room where they come through the conveyor belt. And we got Furbies. Who remembers Furbies? Here you got your little tool. You pick up your tool, you put it back. You got the presents. You got the chief elf just working on the computer there. And then if you go upstairs, we have another little workstation, but a bit different. So you sit here and maybe you're carving in whatever you need to do. And luckily you can only see the Christmas tree from here. Unfortunately, if you are sat on this seat and you turn, you can see someone sat there eating their beautiful sandwich. But just don't look and you'll be fine. Yeah, we also got 2 seats here. And then they can just work away at the toys. So then here we do have the staff room. We've got a beautiful fireplace. We've got 2 seating areas in case you don't want to sit with Tina because she stinks or something. I don't know. And then we got the lovely Christmas tree. And we got the hot chocolate station. And then up the final set of stairs we have their bedroom, their relax room where they clock off and they relax here. And then they got the rota. So let's have a look what the Christmas tree looks like with the Christmas pack on, because I'm sure it's going to look lovely. Yeah, my Christmas tree looks amazing. Oh, look at the flower. That's really, what is that? I can't even remember what. Oh, look. They turn into the mugs. Oh my God, so good. So yeah, look at that. Absolutely amazing. I just love it. I don't think anything will change up here, just the flowers. The reason I didn't put the mugs around like this is because when you turn the pack off, it is just an empty pot, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I wanted to make sure that it would make sense without the Christmas pack as well. So yeah, look at this. It's so good. Oh my God, they're presents. I didn't even realise there's presents in there. I didn't know that. Okay. And then in here it looks pretty much the same except the leather is red. That works. That works. So yeah. Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. So guys, thank you for watching this and thank you for going on this journey with me while I built a huge elf workshop without any inspiration and just tried to do a build by myself. I actually really enjoyed it, and to say that it's truly mine, that makes me happy. This one behind me, I really love it, but again, I did use a photo from Pinterest, whereas this one is completely entirely mine. Don't look that way, don't look that way. Anyway, if you haven't already, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up, comment down below, and also hit that big red subscribe button, and don't forget to order your presents quickly before there's none left. Bye everyone.